if you're okay with people being on the Epstein list, with the whole administration damn near being on the Epstein list, and you're like, oh, it's okay. Well, if your moral compass is already broken to that point, then you're okay with everything else that they're doing. Actually, okay. So you guys saw the ex-journalist from CNN, Don Lemon, get arrested for covering a protest in Minneapolis that the government didn't like that he was there, that he was recording, and he got arrested. Now, his attorney went on some network to talk about things, and this is one of the things that he had to say.
Arresting journalists and shooting protesters. You think I'd be talking about Tehran? You think I'd be talking about Italy in the 1930s or 40s? We're talking about the United States of America. So what does it mean to everybody? These are two basic rights. For example, the First Amendment, when they attack the lawyers, it's the Sixth Amendment. This is an administration that's not just willing to trample on the Bill of Rights, they're eager to do it. It's a warning sign. And if we can't rely on those Bill of Rights to protect you and Don and others who give us the news, or lawyers who come up and defend you when you do that, then we're in a lot more trouble than the average person believes.
Now, you guys, I don't understand why this is so hard to understand. I don't understand why this is so hard to understand. When they want to take our rights, and they're pretty obvious with it, everybody who says anything about the administration is getting sued. That is a tactic to silence the media. They go after the little guy because, let's face it, all the big news networks are all compromised anyway. They're owned by a few guys who are in cahoots with the presidency, so they don't count. They are not going to cover any story that's worth covering, right? But anyway, but they go after the little guy who wants to expose the truth, which is what we need right now in order for us to see what's really happening. And for people to want to silence that means you're literally shooting yourself in the foot, taking your own rights away. Because as much as you think that, like, oh, this is just like for him, well, you know what? Eventually that's gonna come back to you. If they take the rights of the people you don't agree with now, eventually they're gonna come for your rights. The same rights that you enjoy, they're gonna be taken away also. Do you think that when they take the guns on the left, do you think they're gonna leave your guns? No, they're taking everybody's guns. This is not. They don't want you to have anything. They feel like people pretend that Trump and everybody, like this whole administration, cares for anybody. They don't. They do not. They care about the rich people, and the fact that it's like they're attacking the little person because they want to make us afraid to report things, and everybody's defending them for it. It's like, I don't know, like, how can you possibly have that way of thinking? It's just very strange. It's very strange. I feel like it just comes with the comfort, and like people have this like certain stability that they've enjoyed for a long time in the US, and they take it for granted and don't think that it could go away. And us on the left, we're fighting to keep all this shit because the people on the right want to fucking hand it over and give it everything away. And people who take, do you think they want to take our rights just now, just a little bit, and then they're gonna have you let you live a peaceful life? Like, if you have somebody who takes things, let's say, it doesn't matter who it is, just a regular dude, an abusive husband or whatever, or the president of the United States. Once you have somebody who wants to take from you, they never stop until you make them. That's it. I don't understand. Like, if you want to live in a dictatorship, go to Russia. They're already there. Like, I don't understand why you what the holdup is. Don't turn this into Russia. Russia already exists. Take your bags, go. If you think that that's better, go. People who move to this country move for what this country has to offer, for the freedoms that this country has to offer. If you don't agree with that, Go somewhere else. Do you not know anything about dictatorships and like how that works? There's nobody that's safe. Usually the person next to you gets thrown out of a window. Now, okay, so right now, the way things are going, you can't really do anything to the federal government. The Department of Justice is going after people left and right, right? They're literally the federal government. So if the government themselves can't be held accountable, if they do something to you, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do if 10 years from now, the person that's in there is not quite aligned with your views, but he's free to do whatever they want? Do you think you're going to have a voice then? It's really weird, dude. It's really weird how people think that they're not going to get touched. That's a very comfortable feeling to have, delusional, almost delusional, because where do you think this stops? Like, where do you think this stops? Like, what if the government one day somehow makes a mistake, empties your bank account? Do you go to the government with what, a lawyer that you're not allowed to have? That Do you think you're just gonna how are you gonna approach the situation if they decide to take your money, freeze your accounts? What do you do once all your rights are taken away and they do something to you that you don't like? What's your next move? Nothing. That's what. That's what. That's what we're choosing to become. That's what they actually we're not choosing to become that. So the only people on the right, the Trumpers, are choosing that because you're somehow unaware where this leads, and you think you're exempt from any type of punishment from them because you voted for him, because it's dude, like, I truly don't understand. I don't understand. Like, if you understand their way of thinking, to put it in the comments. You can't possibly want the good for people in general, but then hate people that are not like you. Those two don't connect. I mean, dude, Donald Trump is suing everybody he doesn't agree with. Everybody that makes fun of him, he has to sue them. And it's usually like a late night host or a comedian or whatever. How is that free speech? Like, if you were defending this country and you're defending what this country stands for, how is this defending free speech? Can you fucking explain that? I mean, for example, if we didn't have footage of the ICE killings in Minnesota and it saw exactly what happened, they already tried to spin the story with the footage. They already pretended like the footage didn't exist. Like, well, domestic terrorists, I guess. Imagine what they would say if the footage didn't exist. Do you not understand, or do you not fucking care just how important? Because how do you trust anything that comes out of the White House? Like, the White House page is full of fucking memes and AI images. And you support that? And you support just like shitty propaganda. They're not even good at it. It's shitty propaganda because they're too fucking dumb to have good propaganda. Everybody seems to be on the goddamn Epstein list. And if you're okay with people being on the Epstein list, with the whole administration damn near being on the Epstein list, and you're like, oh, it's okay. Well, if your moral compass is already broken to that point, then you're okay with everything else that they're doing, actually. Because if you're okay with supporting a rapist, then you're pretty much okay with everything. Your morals are done for. There's nothing left. So you're okay with hurting people. You're obviously okay with hurting people if you're okay with the information that's already out there. It is what it is. But the thing is, half of these people who are rooting for this, they don't know how bad it actually could get. You think you have it bad now? you think you have it bad now? You haven't experienced fucking bad, dude. You haven't experienced fucking bad. Listen, man, I don't know. Well, how do you guys feel about this? How do you guys feel? What was the situation? Where are you guys at? Let me know in the comments, man. Let's talk about this. You're not alone, guys. We're feeling it. Fucking feeling it. Everybody's frustrated. All right, y'all. Peace.